Good morning, everybody. So I thought with our time away from school that we would start off with reviewing some of the skills that we had a little trouble with. So I went back to subtracting integers. I can almost hear you grumbling right now because I know how much you guys, this is not your favorite, but it is something that we need to practice. And so on my sheet, I went ahead and made a number line to remind me that every number to the left of the next one is less than the one to the right. Remember, right is more and left is less. And so I have some practice problems here. These are not the ones on your page, but I want to remind you also that when we're subtracting integers, one trick is to keep, change. Remember, keep the first number, change the sign, and change the sign on the next number. And that's how you solve subtracting integers. So our first one is 3 subtract -6. So if we keep the first number, change the sign on the second number, then we have 3 plus 6, which is 9. Now let's try -5 subtract -3. So if we have keep our first number, change our sign, and change the sign of our next number, we have -5 plus 3. So I'm going to go up here and start at -5. And because we're adding a +3, we're going to go to the right. So 1, 2, 3. So -5 plus 3 equals -2. So let's try -8 subtract -6. Again, keep the first number, change the sign, and change the sign to the next number. Start at -8, and we're going to add a +6, so we're going to go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this also equals -2. And our last problem is -4 subtract 5 equals. So keep the first number, change the sign, and remember this is a +5, so we have to change it to a -5. So -4 plus -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equals -9. I hope this video helped you. Now, on your last page, you have multiplying integers. And so you guys are pretty good at this, but I still wanted us to practice. The first thing I want you to do on your paper is to draw divide and multiply man. Remember this? If we have a positive times a negative, we cover that up, and our answer is going to be a negative. If we have a negative times a negative, cover that up, and our answer is going to be a positive. So let's try -3 times -5. Well, negative times negative equals a positive, and 3 times 5 equals 15, so our answer is +15. Let's try -2 times 12. We have a negative times a positive, so I'm going to cover up negative and positive. Our answer is going to be a negative, and 2 times 12 is 24, so our answer is -24. I think you guys are pretty familiar with this. You shouldn't have any trouble. I will see you on our next lesson.